Hello, I'm the Wandering Newbie. It's time for more Record Keeper. This week we have the Final Fantasy V event for Gilgamesh, pretty much themed around him. It's an interesting event, to say the least. It does a lot of unique things for an event. We'll see that though. Now, since there's 2.5 times the number of fights, Small Source is actually going to take a little bit. Though, we'll try and beat them down to the best of our ability. Turn that speed up to begin with. Or we can just be extremely strong and, do a lot of damage just right out the gate. Final Fantasy Record Keeper. It's a free-to-play phone game. Not really much more to say to that, but yeah, that's it. Free-to-play phone game. Kind of retraces the steps of a lot of Final Fantasy games. It's really cool. I like it. It has a tiny bit of a barrier to entry, at least for a new player. But once you get over the hurdle, like that hump, it's pretty easy to stay up to speed. To an extent. Like, there's always like the super high-end stuff that's pretty hard to keep up with, but it's all there. You can get middle of the road pretty quickly. And I actually, in order to experiment with that, I started an alt account a bit back. And that got up to speed in about 2 or 3 months. And all the time, it wasn't just grinding, I was doing content constantly on that alt. But it got there. I mean, it's also free to play, What's it gonna hurt you to try it? Also, the early game has gotten a lot easier. Well, so, I explained this earlier, I think, before you showed up. But I don't know if you've played FF5, per se. But what this is doing right here is it's actually simulating the battle on the big bridge from FF5. So you have these 2 trash fights, and then we're going to fight Gilgamesh, and then 2 trash fights after that. And again, I have fairly high-end equipment and what have you, so it's easy for me to handle this. A newer account would actually have some difficulty with this because you have to have pretty high ability hones and everything. Ah, here he is, the man of the hour, Greg. I'm gonna hit him with the full break, throw in a Protectia, do steel power. Yeah, it's sort of a greatest hits. Though, if this is just the current event, there's actually a whole dungeon mode, I guess, so to speak. Most people refer to it as the story dungeons. That oh no, that's just all I'm using. Hold the questions for a moment. I'll show you some good shit after this. Once I get out of this dungeon, I'll show you I'll give you a quick tutorial on the side. Anywho, as an aside, this is that's Ramses' Burst Soul Break. It's pretty good. Does those hits, which I'm pretty sure do all holy damage, and then your attack command becomes a 2-hit Dispelling Strike right here, and Steel increases characters' Soul Break meter, though. It's apparently not that good for it, from what I've heard. Oh yeah, the UI in this game is pretty good, though it has been updated over time. It did not start out as good as it is right now. But Gilgamesh is pretty tanky. Almost giving us a run for our money. And then from here on out, we can actually just throw out abilities willy-nilly. Nothing more but a bunch of trash to fight through. Some Neo Gorillas? And yeah, actually, I can't remember what the little guys are called at all. Now, that is to say, these aren't, you know, ignore them completely. Yeah, everybody kind of hits pretty hard here. God, Gilgamesh's mirror just hits really hard. You can't really explain that one. Alright, one last fight. That was actually the wrong move. Ferris, secretly a summoner. I do like that they keep it in the big bridge sort of thing of the music continues. You don't get the victory theme, you get big bridge more. But, into the void. with the true canonical party. Now we do need to slow this guy in the back here. For a condition, we need to hit a slow. Once we have the slow, we can go a bit more all out. No, you don't actually have to have a team from the game for events. Most people actually build a team around what good weapons and stuff they draw from the draw thing. Because that kind of defines your team. I try to build strategies that don't require that, because I like to give people options. I had this whole strategy here based around nuking down these things. I should have brought Sloga. What was I doing? So to explain what is happening right now, each fight has conditions that you have to hit, such as, you know, lowering X enemy's speed or hitting X enemy with X element. In this fight, one of the conditions is inflicting slow. There we go. That is the slow status. It's a very annoying status to get because you either need to bring an ability that doesn't do damage or one that does do damage and has about a 36% chance of working. It can get a little frustrating sometimes. But now we can just, you know, win. Oh, piss. That's like all the people you wouldn't want to get blinded. Whoop. Hold up. I need to concentrate now. In hindsight, maybe I should have brought things to prevent this from happening. Luckily, Gilgamesh can heal himself. Look, the blind had an 18% chance. I looked it up. Also, I'm fine. I really do need to sit down sometime and just make a tutorial video. Just, this is what Record Keeper is. Stay a while. Alright, so now you may be asking, Newbie. Also, we're keeping this canon. Nice. Well, why did you bring this specific party? Well, finally, we have the cannon fight. So yeah, you only get that dialogue if you bring the characters. I like that touch. It's really good. We saw that like a couple months back when Necrophobe was first introduced. But you know, I just want to get it with everybody. I'm sure we'll be okay. So, Gilgamesh. Bahamut actually starts off in a Mega Flare pattern. Just pretty much casting Mega Flare every 3 turns. You do want to lower his magic as quickly as possible. The other character is buffed up, and you get to doing damage to him. And also, you know, try and slow him. It's okay. Luckily, the heavy regen from Divine Guardian will definitely help us there. Hey, there's the slow. Alright, now we can just wail on him. The air quotes hard part of the fight is done. And now we just lean back and we wail on Bahamut until he dies. Now, again, you could bring a armor breakdown to this fight and obviously make it go much faster. Bahamut does have physical attacks, actually. While they're not the worst thing in his repertoire, they do hurt. And at this point, because of so much mitigation, he is not doing that much damage at all. We are significantly outpacing him. The physical hit is also very easily healed. That is also correct. What attacks do make it through, however, do still hurt, so take note of that. Is it seriously single target? Bahamut. Bahamut, please. Alright, and in his last 30%, I'm pretty sure he just Mega Flares every turn. Fuck it. Slides over to Kindred Spirit. Can't believe Gilgamesh stole my kill. How is the Blizzard move a single target? What? Yeah, or Poison Breath. That was a pretty weak triple plus. This is actually kind of perfect, because I think Krill should use the break. Oh, that was wrong. I did it wrong. Or did I do it right? We'll find out. Yeah, I say take out Rogue Wizard first. Nice. That's pretty good damage. Now, I'm going to guess that Omniscient probably has boosted defensive stats due to the fact that he has a weakness. So, that's probably why our damage is not quite that high. When we attack Minotaur, well actually, his resistance seems to be lower, believe it or not. Still, he seems to be going down fast enough. We'll keep the Ramba up. Keep his defenses lowered. Actually, it's probably because Minotaur's full break has worn off, to be honest. Minotaur, I think, has different attacks, but hasn't really been showing them off. At this point, I could probably smoothly transfer over to working on Minotaur and just let Omniscient die to AoE. Also, in that line of thinking, shouldn't Minotaur have weaker resistance and Omniscient have weaker defense because they haven't trained themselves for that? Like, that logic kind of works. Alright, Omniscient will be dead on the next Valfor, and Minotaur not that long after that. I think the joke here, like the actual punchline, is Omniscient actually has an extremely strong physical attack if you berserk him. Like, he can actually wreck you up. Oh, did he try and cast Flare? Nice. You can't cast Flare, you're stopped. Oh, and one last Valfor for the road. Okay, there you go. There, oh, holy crap. Okay. Alright. Minotaur, you have made your point. Somebody is going to die. Somebody is going to die. Ooh. Easy. It's kind of a bad start. Good. I'd have to say if there's one thing that could be adjusted with this strategy, like big time, Blue Missile Salvo is not that much of a threat as I thought it was. Defense boosting accessories, probably better. I like how we're still recovering from the opening onslaught. Gilgamesh needs to refresh Grimoire. For now, we might be alright with that still. Ooh, we squeezed by. I think I really pushed my luck there. Oh boy. This should activate True Blade. If not, I just kind of fucked up. Oh, piss. Well, we're gonna get rid of the stat ups. That's actually kind of important. Still has the haste, but stat ups are gone. All right, we're kind of in the home stretch here. He is so fast. Holy crap. I think I gotta take a turn and refresh. Protect. Ah, there it is. It was worth it. Vindicated. Oh. Jesus Christ, that fight is bonkers. Yeah, that fight is extremely rough. It feels as though you probably need some sort of defense up. Like these fights come around. Yeah, there, that. These fights come around where just like they have overtuned it. You need something. It's unfortunate, but they exist. Well, that's it for this week's Final Fantasy Record Keeper. Next week, we're just going forward one, and we'll be FF6 with a Celis event. So I'll see you then.